Okay, today we're playing Dear Esther Landmark Edition from the developer of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and I have to say I have no idea what it is about, but I think it's going to be a walking simulator. So we start. Okay. Director's commentary. No, not. I just want to take it in as it comes.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Okay. Sionate. Okay. Is it audio? Closed captions. Okay, wait. When I say resume, is he starting to talk again?
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Okay. I heard that there is this creepy Easter egg in this game. Oh, music. And it is that when you're far away and you zoom in, you can see some kind of figurines looking at you. Okay, this is... Whoa, this is creepy. Okay. This is a little bit disconcerting. It looks more like an horror game or something like that. Oh, the howling. Oh. Paint. Oh god, chemistry. Okay. Yes, it makes 100% sense. Oh god, Okay, there's no button to run. Again, this paint. Many paint. Okay. I'm just walking, I don't know where I have to go, but I'm just going. Oh, this is... I don't think that it should be, or maybe it should be, but I'm getting very creepy vibes. It's like Gone Home. It's like, oh. Huh. So, something on this island is weird or strange as much as I saw, or... I don't think I would go back into the water. I don't think this is a good idea. Okay, it might just be my steps. Fishing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
Okay. It's just cloud, okay. Is this the cave? Whoa. Yeah, okay. This is it. You have to go there and there and there, and you have to do this, and then you get this. Hmm?
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Ah, there's the tunnel. Oh, a tire. Okay. It's weird. So, are we Esther? And maybe this is what we read, or what we hear is from a former friend of us who lived with us here, and maybe made all these strange things. You know. This is something like, I don't know. I don't know. But this other one was chemistry. This is something like, I don't know, alchemy? Some kind of alchemy? I don't know. I was here. Here's nothing special. No, okay. Then let's go up here. See what he or she have to tell us again. Where is Esther as well? Voice name? I don't know. Whoa. If the sun would shine, yes. But now, more creepy. And all these rotten things and just creepy. Ow. Just wanted to see what happens. But good to know that I can fall. I thought that maybe the developers or the level designer said, okay, you can go there, but as you see, we can. This is... no, this is normal. The sky is animated. This is cool. But I have a question. How did we get here? There is a boat, yes, but the boat is not really for a trip. Not really good for a trip. I think there's the end. Or maybe... or are we an outcast here? I don't know. I'm back here. Okay. Hello, where I have to go? Just to let you know, I can't crouch, I can't run. I just can walk and zoom in. That's the only thing that I can do. And look around. Okay. I can't just go over here, can I? I can. Okay. I didn't thought I can. Okay, this looks like something.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Okay. A gift. Oh, and this is... Again, a bucket of paint. I don't trust this. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. I don't know why I'm so... Okay, yes, I have no idea what I have to do. Okay. Is this where we... Yep, this is where... Yeah, okay. I'm still very confused. Back there is the cave. Yeah, some kind of something of a cave. Yeah, is there a way to get higher? Ah, here. Oh, the wind.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
Uh-huh. Sign in the sand. Let me see something. After this, there should be the sign in the sand. Where is it? Where is it? There. Should
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Okay, so there was an infection. And every man who died or was near to death carved... controller. Carved... Yeah, these things in there. This looks like a face. They're the the eyes, with the nose, and the mouth. Strange. Oh, you have a stone circle. Ah, and here's an... Is it a special stone? Whoa. Cool.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance, that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradictions?
Okay. To be honest, I don't really understand something of this. Something of a Bible, and they passed it around, and another stone.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Okay. So Paul is someone, maybe the brother of Esther, and him who's talking to Esther, to us, is, yeah, he wanted to bond with him, but he didn't like him, I think. And is this the... I don't know.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Okay. What is this? Is this again the paint? Ah, this is... Okay, this looks some kind of neurology. Again, chemistry. I don't know what. It sounds that there's whispering. This is disconcerting. Again, something Something with something, something with something. Still creepy. The bottomless boat. The chatter would make us mad, okay. Like the one man? Bottomless boats. Still don't get the bottomless boat thing. Now we go to...
I've become convinced I'm not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
Candles? I haven't seen any candle. And the thing that he doesn't feel alone. Oh, it's the exact same feeling as in Gone Home. The exact same feeling. Oh, Bible and Unit 3 Chemistry. Okay. What was it? Was it a bird? I just heard something like, I think I was not alone, and now I'm seeing everywhere anything. Wait a minute, I want to see. Oh, better. Now I can, because I had the light, the reflection of the light in my... Oh. Loading. Was this chapter 1? Trophy earned Donnelly. I think this was chapter 1.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the Welcome Break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, so he was searching for something, but haven't seen it or haven't found it. He was sure that he would see, or at least, yeah, find something. There was something. Or was there? I was sure that I saw something. Ship spiral. Trash everywhere, just trash. Trash, trash, more trash. Repossession advice. I can't read this. And there. Okay, I think I can go into the ships. If I want this is another thing. I certainly don't want it. Because first doesn't look like something where you should go. And second, I don't want it. But it looks like that I can't go in there. Would be nice. Oh, the howling. The sounds. I don't like them. They're really weird. Ah, boy. Oh. What? Wait
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Didn't not drink. I have no idea. Neither did he went eat or drink. What? Neither did he eat or drink. And neither did he drink or eat or drink, nor drink. Okay. But who? And again, something like this. What is this? What is this all about? Is this bottomless boat? It is a shipboard, yeah. And neither did he drink nor eat. Okay, I thought that maybe that there is something like an Easter egg or so, or yeah. But who's he? Is he the one who talks to us?
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Rendered opaque? I have no idea what opaque is. So
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Can I...
Come back.
Stecken Armen. Can I... Yeah.
Come back.
Okay, it doesn't. I thought... Could you please shut up? Is this... Ah, it's a house. It's the house. Sorry? I think it's the house.
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
Ah, stables. Oh, the ways. It's really hard to go up. But this house, it's from here it looks very intact.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Ah, so you don't do it yourself? It's someone else does it for you. If someone dies or is yeah, as good as that. Again this. What does this mean? Okay, now it looks... Yeah, okay, now it looks not that good. Okay. What are you?
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Yeah, but... they're still here. So I think this means... Okay, this is Greek. So this maybe means that... bird. Oh god. Fucking bird. More. View. Cool. Where to go? Where do I have to go? Yeah.
Come back.
Sorry. Ah, okay. So it wasn't a trophy that I did it there. It was just a trophy that I, yeah, went too far. I want to run, but I can't. Oh, flower. Is the house again? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm back here. Okay. Oh, this bird. I think I have to go down. I don't know. Maybe I have, maybe I don't have.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
What do you mean with the right eye? Oh. All what he says is very not helping. It's not easing me down. Why did I play this?
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
Hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, okay. Okay. What Donnelly says. Can I? Or is it again the thing?
Come back.
It is, okay. What? This looks special. Weird. Okay, this was this little excursion. Now we go the right way. Is this a cave again? Ah, this is sand, okay. And here was a ship. And again with screams. Or the noise.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
What was that? What the hell was that? Oh god, oh god. This was so disconcerting. Ah, okay, it's just graphic, okay. Is there a fire? Or is it just the sun? No. There is some light. Ah, a candle. Whoa. Cool. Ooh. Trooper and Jack Gibson.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Okay. Ah, okay, it's just this, okay. Okay, paint again. Is this deep? Is this a chattering of the sea creatures? Ah, he's crawling from himself. Whoa.
They'd stop the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
For them. Who are them? Does this place in where everybody's gone to the Rapture universe? I guess it would make sense, because in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture it was as well some kind of an alien who came and took everyone to the Rapture. Crawling, please. Thanks. Well, I think we have no other choice. Down we go. Whoa! But you can swim. Good to know. Careful, slippery. Very slippery. Again, slippy. Careful. Very careful. Very, very careful. Oh. We're... Okay. Weird. But okay. Follow the candles. Whoa. Okay, this reminds me of Wolf? No. Not Wolf. What was it called? With a mechanical thing. With the exoskeleton. Valley. It was Valley. It reminds me really of Valley. Or reminded me.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
Okay, I have to go down here. No, not, don't go away. Don't go away. Ah, there. Hey. How can I go out of here? Ah. Whatever this was. Ah, I think there's a shore. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay, now it's less disconcerting. What is nice. There again. You have to remember it. It's really important. This is some technical thing. Crystal. Is this? Ah, these all are crystals. I thought they're mushrooms all. And we're back here. Ah, again, NOOH. Yeah. Paint again. Does him who we hear made all of this? All these paintings? Whoa. I need a pickaxe. Whoa. Ah, these are mushrooms, okay.
When When I was coming round from the operation, I remember the light they shone in my eyes to check for pupil contraction. It was like staring up at a moonlit sky from the bottom of a well. People moved at the summit, but I could not tell if you were one of them.
Okay, this was weird. Up here. I did this, he said, so... again. Be told Damascus... Os... Tankay? Ooh. What the fuck is this all? The dream of every physicist and chemist, I don't know. Chemistry? Chemist? I don't know. Physicist, biologist, chemist. I think. But that he now can swim is strange. How long can we stay underwater? I think forever. Let me guess. Down again? Oh, of course. Yeah! We're still underwater. A crash. Okay, can swim up. Okay. Don't do this again. There's an end. There's a light on the end of the tunnel. I see light at the end of a tunnel. I see a light. Under some circumstances. I don't know. Okay. Trophy earned. Esther. Okay. Wait. Okay. Whoa. Oh, this looks cool.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
Okay. Electrical diagram, is it? Okay. Candles and again paint and a brush. So whether he didn't need it anymore or he did another one. I at least want to try to go there. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to see. I just wanted to see.
Come back.
I'm here. God. Yeah. This is something that I see at the last time. Yeah. I see this very often now. Hey, where's the candle? Or isn't it? Huh? Ah, it was another. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, beautiful. More and more candles.
Fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceilings.
Phosphorus, yeah. capture phosphorus color in such a cave. Makes sense. Ah, and there's a radio tower. Okay, what is this? A memory shrine? Okay, it's a surgical and shocker. I don't know what defibrillator in German. Defibrillator. Give back life, maker. And here, photos. A typewriter? Blood? A crash? Oh no, it's a crash. Maybe they both had a crash? Or she had a crash after they had a fight or something like that? Or she made a crash because of him. And she died. Or he died, I don't know. It's still very confusing. Another candle. Another... interesting chemistry. Oh, okay, I got first here. Oh, what's this? Another photo? A child? With a strange crown? A scepter? I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea what this picture means. It doesn't look fun. Another candle, another candle, another candle, another shrine. Or was it not a child? Was it her? Was it Esther? Yeah, tires. Maybe this is, or maybe this is all not real. Maybe this is his or her own personal hell. To remember all what happened. And I'm 100% sure we have to go to there. This just looks like it.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Is this... What the fuck? Respect. Can I walk on this stone? Can I climb it? I think I can. Let me... Okay, I can't. I at least wanted to try. Again, something written that I surely can't read. This looks like a 3. Around... Stone heaven from a light. What is it? A light from heaven Shown? Stone? Shown around him. A light from heaven. Shown around? Drove around him? Yeah, drove around him would make a sense because everybody's gone to Rapture, it was a light, it was glowy. Glowy who brought us to somewhere. Glowy. Is this a creature? No. Whoa. Oh, the sounds.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic. And I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Oh. 21 letters. Okay, so her last name has oh god, sorry. 15 letters. Or she have a second name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't read. I don't see. I can't. I don't know. Maybe there are 21. Maybe or not. I believe him. Trophy earned, Man of Rocks. Okay. Whatever you say. On a sudden, a light from heaven drove around him, and he fell to the ground. X? Okay. So, Glowy or another Glowy came, and he... yeah. Just was like, ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe it could be 21. Can I? I can't. Okay. And now I think we have to go there. To the lighthouse, radio tower. I'm so happy when I can crash my cooler from my laptop. I can 100%. I hate him so much.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers, and I'm following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
Okay. So Paul was with the crash, but he survived the crash. Hardly, oh no, hardly, nearly, but he did. Maybe Esther not.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
And as he was proceeding on his journey. Okay. What is here? I saw something standing there. I want to see what it was. Here was something. I'm 100% sure. You can go back. You can look. Here was something standing, something like a rock or something, like a pillar. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Where am I? And as he was proceeding on his journey, the glories came and took him away as well. They knew that what they did, they just thought they do the right thing. Oh! And has come near Demings? I don't know. It's coming near to Damascus. Ah. To Damascus, and he was...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
And he was 3 days without sight. 3 days without sight, okay. just walking straight into the light, like a soulless zombie who saw a flash.
Bent back like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight, I will take flight.
And it came to ease, and it came to pass that as... Okay, I think I need to go there to see it. IP. Okay. Again, some formula. And it came to pass this, past that, and come to pass that as I made my journey, and was to me night, fling,
come back.
Sorry, I really should look where I'm going. Where am I? I can't read this, sorry. I really would want to see what is there written, but it's not my power. Noon. From Eve. I think it's not important what's standing there. I think it's just important that he wrote all this. Or she. From...
A gull perched on a spent bonnet, sideways, whilst the sirens fell through the middle distance and the metal moaned in grief about us. I'm about this night in walking, old bread and gull bones, old Donnelly at the bar gripping his drink, old Esther walking with our children, old Paul as ever, old Paul. He shakes and he shivers and he turns off his lights alone.
Or maybe who that one who's talking was Esther's boyfriend, and then it was Paul, and Esther and him were still friends. With me. something with me. We're with me. That we are with me. Okay? Come came into war. Damascus.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Esther Donnelly and Paul Jakobsen, okay. Okay, it was like I thought. We drank. We had an accident with her. Maybe this island was where we first met and and everything that was written there was his story. What happened to him and her. But what about the light? Was it... But it was Donnelly who survived. First. But this has to mean that we are 116 years old. Because Jakobsen just died when he was 116 years old. For the Chinese room. Trophy earned Paul. Okay. So... Okay. I hope I'm right. He drank and made a crash with her. But they both survived. Ah, no. Maybe they had a crash, and because of this crash, they bound together, and because of this, they were husband and wife or something like that, or boyfriend girlfriend, and she was infected with syphilis and died because of it. And after this, he could just drink. The rest of us developed by Chinese room, collaboration with robot, yeah. And then he made this whole thing on the island to remember her, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure if it's right. I'm not telling you it's right, and it's just a thing that I think it's right. It could be also 100% wrong. Yeah. Okay, this was Dear Esther Landmark Edition. This was really short. It was. Yeah. Less than 2 hours. Wow. But it was nice. It was nothing special. It was, like I said, just a walking simulator, but nice. Yeah. This was Dear Esther. And I don't have to say anything else than thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know what happened there, what is the conclusion to it. I maybe will read something in the internet, what they say, what's this all about. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Please tell me, maybe write in the comments below what you think of it. And yes, this was Dear Esther. This is the 3rd time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I maybe will do an explore session of Assassin's Creed Valhalla today. I don't know 100%, but we will see. Till then, I hope we'll see us then, or maybe in another video. Till then, I say ciao. You're heavy, man.